Welcome to Connecting Greeks, a streaming comedy show and podcast designed to explore and enhance Greek culture around the world. Join hosts Angelo, Adi, and Foti as they bring you fun and interesting guests from all walks of Greek life. Grab a cafedaki and join us.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Connecting Greeks podcast. I am Ari, and I am very, very, very excited about tonight's episode. I'm excited for our guest who has a fascinating story, but I'm also excited to get together with my two co-hosts because we always have a good time. We love to laugh. We love to talk about all the things that Greeks talk about. And before we get to the main dude, let me introduce Foti Stamos, my co-host. What's up, Foti?
Yeah, so Ari, all is well here. All is well. Another exciting episode, and I think that our guest this evening is probably going to help us with our lack of wardrobe.
Yeah, but you know what? Me and you need that. But somebody who does not need any help because his fashion sense is on point is Angelo Tsarouchas. What's up, Angelo?
What's up, boys? It's on point because I'm wearing as little clothing as I can. We're still in a fucking heat wave here in California. Jesus. It's been 112 degrees. I feel like I'm in like Santorini in the end of July.
Oh my God.
Zesty.
Is it a dry or humid?
Dude, it's drier than East Coast. But this is the hottest. I've been in LA now 16 years. This is the hottest weather I've experienced since I've moved here. It's been 12 days over 103 degrees and up.
Let me just ask you, do you know, is this record breaking or is it like...
It is. We're going to go on until next week. And I don't mind the heat because it's drier, but I'm talking it cools down to 92 degrees at night.
That's crazy.
Wow.
92.
Ange, I remember last year when we were doing our summer episodes, wasn't it also steamy? Well, it was super hot.
It was hot. Now it's even hotter. But not for this long.
Yeah.
Hey, Foti, it's been so hot.
Well, let me ask you this, Angelo. Speaking of hot, we got to bring this guest on.
Yes.
So, Foti, Angelo, one of you guys do the honors of bringing our guest.
Speaking of hot, because I've been looking at this stuff, this gentleman is the founder of Modern Lusso clothing line, and his story is amazing because he had to go to Greece and hang out in Mykonos for a couple of months.
That's awesome.
That is so strenuous on somebody. Having drinks, looking at scantily dressed people, gallivanting around. You think everybody can do this? No. But this is a brave Greek soul who sacrificed his life to go to Mykonos in Greece in the summer. But he came back with some fantastic ideas, and I'm having fun with you. Welcome to the show, Niko Kokkinos. How you doing, Niko? How are you?
Hey, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
We're just having some fun with you, Niko.
We feel for your hardships, Niko.
We're having some fun because it's cool what you've got here. And I'm going to say, Niko, Mykonos meets streetwear. I saw this stuff you got. Your stuff's really cool. And I see the vibe you're looking at, and the boys are excited about it. And what tell us, because what gave you the inspiration? Were you on holidays when you got these ideas, or did you have them when you were in Annapolis? Now, Annapolis, Adi. Annapolis is Greek. Ananas is ananas.
Yeah, it's a pineapple city. Yes.
So you were born in the city of pineapples.
Exactly.
So I want to know Annapolis or Annapolis, like 40 Annapolis.
That's me. That's what my mother says all the time. Annapolis. But
of course. But that's a good question. Like, where did this inspiration come
that's how it started for you, Niko.
Yeah, so I've been in the fashion industry, working in all different capacities, from the salesperson at the store into the back of the house and wholesale, shipping, all that great stuff. So I knew I wanted to do something of my own, and it took me a while to figure out what to do, or what the vision of my brand was going to be. But I kept going back to where my family was from, Greece. All of us, we love our motherland. But I didn't. Everything that you see, or that Greek Americans and Americans see from Greece, is touristy.
Yeah.
Right.
There's like the t-shirts with like a saying on it, or like a mati on it, or something like that.
Yeah, I love Greece.
Yeah. It's true. You can't deny it.
We all have them in our closet somewhere. But I went to Greece multiple times in a short period of time to actually understand what was being developed in Greece and where materials were coming from and where these other fashion brands that are hubbed in Athens and doing big things. How is this happening in Greece, right?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: when you said you worked in every capacity, from sales to back of the house, so from that point, like very, very early on, was fashion something that you knew you wanted to do? Was it in your blood, and that's why you went into the very beginning parts of like sales and back of the house and all that, because you wanted to be in fashion?
Yeah, I mean, like, we're Greek, so we always want to look nice, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Except for fun.
You never know you never know who you're gonna meet or who you're gonna see out in the streets.
Exactly. Oh,
So right?
Yeah. So you knew that this was your calling, so you wanted to get your foot in the door however you could do it. Yeah. And that was like most of us, like when you're young, you get into retail sales and then you kind of like work your way up. So that was like a path for you that you knew that was going to lead you to where you wanted to go.
Well, I didn't know it off the jump, but I started realizing it more and more. Like, so I worked part-time for Nordstrom, which I'm sure everyone loves Nordstrom, right?
Oh yeah.
So I don't. Can't go wrong.
I don't, because my wife keeps spending money there, and that Nordstrom rack. So you found the one guy, Niko, that doesn't like that place, but not for the reasons you're thinking.
But I mean, so I worked for Nordstrom, and I worked in the men's division. So I learned everything in men's world, everything from suits to socks and everything in between. So that helped me to understand that this is like what I'm good at.
That's good. That's awesome. So you realized that while you were working there.
Yeah, totally.
So the calling that I spoke of kind of started to formulate while you were there. You were getting into it. You realized you're good at it. Maybe you have an eye for it. Totally. And that's where you were like, hey, I got to do something with this, right?
Exactly. So that being said, I kind of took the jump and I hopped on a plane and went to Athens. And my cousin connected me with some people that are in the fashion industry within Athens. People that support small boutique designers, right? That understand that they're not making 10,000 t-shirts, or even 1,000 t-shirts, right? So these are the people that I got linked with, that I was able to understand how the process in Athens works, or in Greece. Obviously, most of the production is in Athens, but the inspiration came from the very popular Mykonos, because of like the lifestyle, like that boho street vibe that they have. Then blending in the big cities here in USA where we're from. So I'm combining both of my cultures essentially into one.
So being a Greek American and growing up here and working here, and then meeting with fashion people in Athens and getting to know the business there as far as producing and creating, how are the two kind of business vibes, like work ethic or how stuff gets done? Did you find there's a big difference between the US and Greece? Do you find one was better than the other? Is there anything you could tell us about like what that process was like?
Yeah, definitely. So Greece is the Wild West.
In many ways, I think.
You literally you had to pull up and just kind of hold your ground and just kind of go in there and say, I need this, by this day. If it's not by this day, I'm not paying you. And you walk out.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
There was no like comment. Yeah, tell me.
Sorry, Nick, I was going to say, so because there's Mykonos and then there's Greece. That's how it's been labeled now. I mean, there's Mykonos, Santorini, and then there's Greece. It's become an international destination. What's the thing you saw with the people? I know a lot of people here in LA go, a lot of Hollywood's going to Greece. Mm-hmm. Jeff Bezos, Magic Johnson, the whole world. It's number 3 right now in tourism after, believe it or not, America and France.
Wow.
Greece comes number 3 in the world. Little Greece is number 3. So it's a hot thing right now. So my question to you is, what was it that you saw, especially in Mykonos? Was it what was it that they were wearing that gave you the idea? Because you're right. It's like you go to certain places and you see not so much a trend, but people tend to dress a certain way that you wanted to fuse it with as a Greek and as what they, because to me, Mykonos is Greece, but it's on its own. It's in its own little category now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for sure. Mykonos is like its own world, right?
Yeah. Right.
It's its own lifestyle. It has it. I mean, it's funny. When you meet people, you say, "Well, where'd you go to Greece?" Oh, Mykonos. You just know. You just know.
Yeah.
But so the style in Mykonos is pretty specific. If you see the local Myconians, right, versus the tourists that come in. So the tourists that come in are coming from all over the world. So there's this blend of culture and fashion in this very small island, right? So it's a lot of linen. It's a lot of looser fitted clothes, but everyone just looks super cool all the time. You can be sweating your ass off and you just look cool.
Can I tell you to hold your thought for 1 second and let me ask you something? Is a person from Mykonos called a Myconian? Because I swear to God, in all my years of being Greek and going to Greece, I have never heard that, and I think
I know first time. Myconian, yes. I like that.
That is awesome. Fun fact, everybody out there watching and listening: Myconians. All right,
with a C though, with a C, not a K.
You're getting specific now. Even the spelling.
Oh yeah,
that's a great fun fact that people are learning on Connecting Greeks. Thank you very much. Now continue. I'm sorry. So they look cool. They have like linens, loose fitting, very fashionable people. Lots of global travelers. It's the place to be seen, right?
Sure, of course. I mean, I think Greece in general is a place to be seen, right? You go to Athens Riviera, and I mean,
absolutely,
you want to be seen there, right?
I think that's something. I don't want to generalize, but like I do believe that's a big thing about being in Greece. Whether you're a tourist or whether you're just Greek from Greece. You go to certain places because you want to be seen.
Totally.
Like you have to go to the hot club, you have to go to the hot cafe, you have to go to the hot whatever. They want to be seen. And I think Instagram is a testament to that because you see anybody who's in Mykonos, you see anybody who's in Santorini, you see anybody who's wherever. They're always at the best places, good-looking people, great fashion. And it makes sense. So that's something that you were drawn into. Like you knew this and you wanted to kind of get that vibe.
Totally. So what I did is I started asking questions. Where are these pieces being made? I would go to these like little like boutique shops in Mykonos. Like, oh, where's this from? They're like, oh, it's Apollofina. Okay, great. What is this brand? Who is the person that made this? So I worked on all that stuff, but Greece also has a very high quality of cotton from the northern part of Greece, which we don't think of that, but Greece also has the most sunny days out of Europe.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
So the crops and so forth actually mature to their full capacity.
That's interesting. That's actually very interesting.
Right.
So the Maconians, Niko, the Maconians, right now, I feel like we're on Game of Thrones. The Maconians. Yes, me lord. No, me lord. They're dressing in different clothing from Athens. Who are these people from Athens? But the thing is that it's interesting that because, I live in LA, so I said that. Doesn't matter. Everybody comes up to me. Oh, you're Greek, huh? We love Mykonos.
Yeah.
We love Mykonos. Oh, okay. Have you gone anywhere else? No. We just go because the Kardashians and all these people go there. So it's interesting that you picked up on that because it's an interesting thing. It's like there's that one sheikh from, I think, Dubai or one of those countries, flew his jumbo to Mykonos, had camels. You rented a resort for $30 million for 5 days.
Mm.
He had camels on the beach and babes everywhere.
Yeah.
He put camels on the beach and they came out, all these Arabs go there and drop cash and the Greeks are like, yeah, bring it. There's no problem.
Oh, yeah.
But that would be cool because I could see a Myconian fashion show in Mykonos with your stuff. That would, and not just for Mykonos, for the world. Because you just said something, you and Ari both said something interesting. People want to be seen and want to be cool. Mm-hmm. And what better way than go to the coolest place on the planet and tell them, hey, this is the kind of stuff you should be wearing, right?
Yeah.
That's the marketing right there. And the thing is I think you've tapped into that. And the fact that you're Greek American, which authenticates it right there. Mm-hmm. You can even, where's your family from, Niko, in Greece?
My mother's from Thiva.
Okay.
And my dad's from Ravenna.
Okay, so right now your parents are from Mykonos now. They're not from those places. You're from Mykonos. We're going to brand you right now.
The best part of this is that you forever changed Angelo because now he's going to be saying Maconians. Everywhere he can say it.
No, but listen, he's in the fashion business. People want to know what's happening. This is something really cool. Dress like a Maconian. I think it's great. I love that.
Love like a Maconian. Dress like a Maconian. Maybe that could be one of your taglines.
That could be one of my taglines. You guys you may have just figured that out.
This is why you come on our show, Niko, because you're going to hear this. But as crazy as it sounds, it's those kind of things that people will pick up on because the whole idea is the whole world now. I mean, they want to go to Greece, but they want to go to Mykonos. So what better is you say, you could bring them something that they want, like what are people dressing up like? Oh, this is the cash where, like you said, the linens and stuff like that. This is the cash where the people are wearing on that island.
Your brand could go far because of that
Big
kind
time.
of marketing,
Big time.
It's amazing.
Well, so that would be that's obviously the goal, right?
Yeah.
We want to make it big time. Just like other Greek Americans are starting to do now in fashion world in the US.
Right. Well, look, I just did the Greek America Awards, and we presented an award to John Barbatos, right? Super nice guy, met him. You can be, look, there's always something, but I think John is in a different sense. You could be something now that I think you're onto something. You're a young guy with great ideas, and I think you're going in the direction people want to go. So that you're on the right track, if you ask me.
Yeah, so my brand was put a gift in the gift bag for a Greek America Foundation.
Oh, that's
for the Gabby Awards. Yeah.
That's where I remember it from. Now, were you there? Because I kept looking at the name, and I said Greek America, right?
Unfortunately, I was not there this year.
Okay, but you gave in the swag bag. You gave this really cool. That was your stuff.
We gave the evil eye bracelets.
I fucking knew it because I gave some. I have it here. I gave it out, and my wife looked at it and said, "This stuff's really cool." and I said it's in the swag bag.
Yeah.
Because I hosted the Greek America Foundation at the Plaza Hotel, and with Anna Visi Evangelia, who's been a guest. I'm going to try to get Anna Visi as a guest, by the way.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great. But Ari and Forti can't interview her. It's just going to be me and her exclusive. Anyway, that's a different story. But no. But the thing is,
Niko, he's evil.
Because I knew now because when I saw the stuff, when Forti mentioned it, and I looked at it and I go, I know this, but there's so much information in my head. I can't. So now I know. Sorry.
We connected dots. It's good.
Yeah. You were connecting Greeks.
Connecting Greeks.
So let's, Niko, real quickly. So just kind of go back to where you went to Mykonos. You were asking where the boutiques, where they're getting their stuff from, and then so you're trying to piece things together so that you can find your sources, so that you can begin putting together your line. Correct?
Yeah, I mean the collection itself. Once the sourcing was taken care of, which the sourcing took me about 3 months. Consistent, like going there. Hey, can I look at this material? Can I look at this material? Like it's literally like just big warehouses just filled with these huge rolls of fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like cutting a swatch and feeling it.
Wow. So that's actually like I don't know what people perceive it as, but that's a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of like imagination and a lot of like creativity to kind of go to like a big warehouse where there's just all this stuff, and then the end result, a piece of fashion that you've designed. That's amazing. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. So the vision of what I wanted was already in my head. It needed to be like streetwear inspired because we were also doing needed to be back to the basics of America as well, because we wanted an American to buy the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
when we came to USA for the Georgetown DC pop-up. We did a 4-month DC pop-up on M Street in Georgetown.
Oh wow. DC. That's awesome. I wish I knew about that. I would have been there.
The next one.
I know. The next one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I literally thought to myself, well, what do the 24-year-olds today, right? What does everybody want? What are the big brands that are hot right now that you can be 24 or 45 and still wear it, right? So what comes to mind in men's world? Athleisure, Lululemon.
Yep.
Lululemon is workout focused.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want it to be workout focused. I wanted to be, I look cool, casual, going to the grocery store or getting out of my car or going on a flight.
Yeah,
I want it to be like a different plateau, and also not have the competition. So we chose these. We did jogger sweatpants, pullover sweatshirts, t-shirts, and created a very nice picture of what you should be looking like, how you should be wearing it. The color options that we chose, we gave two, in my opinion, basic or safe colors, but unique because of the garment dye that we used.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's essentially like a stone wash, but in Greece they actually stone wash it with real stones.
Legitimate.
Yeah, so this is real stuff.
That's so cool.
Because in Greece, there's 2 colors: summer black and winter black.
Yeah.
2 colors in Greece.
That's awesome.
I love this because you're doing something that, you know, me as a Greek American going to Greece has always. So like every trip to Greece, I'm like, am I trying to like be cool with what's going on right here? Am I trying to be cool with what's going on over there? I have no idea. I don't know how to be cool.
I got to add to that, Harry, that whenever you buy anything clothing wise in Greece, it feels that the quality is a lot better than what you get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fabric feels better, right? The food, the clothing, the
everything,
oil,
life.
Well, I mean, let's. If you literally pick any larger brand in USA, and you look at the tag, you flip the tag, it says India, made in Bangladesh, made in Mexico, or made in China. That is it.
Yeah.
The tag says made in Greece.
Yeah. That's awesome. Amazing.
All of that left out right there.
That 21 means it lasts 21 minutes. That's what it means, Forever 21.
This is great, Niko. I think you're on to just great things, because this is something that I think a lot. I mean, I know I'm somebody who is very interested in what you're doing, and I think that a lot of the young people and a lot of those like kind of trendsetter selfie types want that cool vibe that it sounds like that's what you're bringing. Foti, go ahead.
I was going to say, so when did you actually launch the brand here in the US?
So I brought the brand here in 2020 during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was living in Athens part of 2018 and most of 2019, and came back here in 2020 when COVID shut us all down.
Yeah.
But to bring the brand here, that was a whole other topic, because you had to piecemeal it out. So it would come in separate shipments in smaller boxes, because you don't know if the disease is carried in the box or whatever else was going on during those beginning times of COVID, right? So it took me I guess April to September to bring the entire collection here.
Wow. Oh. So now is this like you are doing this under your moniker, or are you selling it to like other places? Like how can people find you? How can people know where to go to see your fashion, your brand? Where do they go?
So right now we are online primarily. We do a number of pop-ups if we can, just because the pop-up experience is a lot of planning involved in one pop-up, essentially. So you need to make sure that you have all the right components, and of course you want the right vibe for your customer, so forth. But we are looking into pushing the brand into retail channels. So online, you said for now, is there a place that they could go to see your line, to find out where your pop-ups are? How do they find this information? Yeah. So of course, our great friend on Instagram. We at @shop_Modern Lusso is our Instagram. That's the best way to see our product, and then get linked into our online store and so forth through those channels.
I'm online right now. Great stuff. Niko, do you make anything in 3X, or is it just for the really fit people? Because I'm sponsored by Psycho Bunny, and I wear them on stage. And believe it or not, a lot of people like them. If you ever come across a 3X Modern Lusso, send it to me. I'll wear it on stage when I'm doing shows.
You got it. Got it.
For sure.
He'll do it, and he'll make it look good.
Stuff's really nice. No. You go at modernlusso.com. You go on. It's very easy to. I'm on it right now as I'm talking to you guys, and the stuff is very easy. See full feed. Very easy to get on modernlusso.com. I know Adi's going to put it on at the end, but for people listening today, click on this, because this stuff's really dope, and you don't want to miss out on it.
Absolutely.
I like it.
So Nico, amazing story. We love everything you're doing. Before we wrap it up, Foti has a question. I do believe. Foti, do you have a question?
Absolutely, I do. I mean, listening to Nico's journey and like what goes behind the scenes to actually put this together is fascinating. But Nico, what are the most valuable elements, in your opinion, to producing a successful product? Like, if you were to kind of narrow it down, like, what do you look for that to you is the most important to determine a successful product?
So I think all the products can be successful. Success comes actually from the storytelling of your brand, lifestyle of your brand, and then the rest of it all falls into place afterwards. I mean, we see it with larger brands every day. You want to live in that lifestyle or that story, so you need to buy that T-shirt or that pair of jeans. So for me, it is portraying the story of Modern Lusso and the Greek American heritage that I was raised in, and so many of us were, and letting people understand that our brand is inspired by Greece, but still has this really great U.S. connection as well.
That's awesome.
Well said. Well said.
Very well said.
On that note,
hold on. I got one more question.
You got
if
it.
I can.
Yeah.
How do you get that great hair of yours? Because I'm looking at his hair. This dude's got.
Don't be jealous, Andrew.
This dude's got great fucking hair, man.
Oh.
What's your secret there?
Because God likes him better than us.
Great hair, Nico. Great hair.
Thank you. It's a blessing.
Nico, your story is amazing. I found it, and I'm sure Angelo and Foti as well found it very fascinating.
Absolutely.
We absolutely are going to follow everything you do. We absolutely want you to come back, and we wish you the best. And thanks for taking the time out to be with us and to tell us your story. We're going to link everything with you into everything that we're doing with this episode, and just thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This is a great honor.
Amazing.
Thanks,
and thanks everybody out there for watching and listening. We will have Nico's information linked up. As always, thank you, Foti. And the main man, Angelo Tsarouchas. Thank you, Angelo, for baking in the sun for us and sticking through and being on.
I want Nick's hair.
Can't do it, man. Can't do it.
I want Nick's hair. I like his hair.
God did not bless you. I'm sorry. Thanks, everybody out there, for watching and listening. We will see you next time. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Foti. Thank you,
Take care,
Angelo.
guys.
Take care,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.